Good morning, students. Our today's topic in the subject of mathematics is indices and standard form. In the subject of mathematics, class O level. So, out of these two topics, these are actually two different topics, indices and standard form. So, first we are going to read indices. So, here are some rules. Here are some concepts which you should remember and understand. So, look now. The first is a raised to power m multiplied by a raised to power n will be equal to a raised to power m plus n. The rule is actually if the bases are same, then base will be written once and powers will be added. Whatever the powers are, that will be added. So listen again, if the bases are same, base will be written once and powers will be added. Likewise, if two values are dividing with each other and their bases are same, so base will be written once, the value which is given before the division sign whose power will be written first, minus the value which is given after division sign whose power will be written after minus sign. So if two values are dividing with each other and bases are same, base will be written once and powers will be subtracted. So m minus n. The next rule is if a raised to power m is given inside the bracket and there is a power on to the bracket, so these two values will be multiplied with each other. So a raised to power m minus mn will be the answer. So listen again. If a raised to power m is given inside the bracket and there is a power on the top of the bracket, so these two values will be multiplied. So answer will be a raised to power mn. Okay, next thing is if two values are multiplying with each other and their powers are same, so values will be multiplied and power will be written on the bracket. So the vice versa is there. If there is a power on the bracket and inside the bracket there are some values which are multiplying with each other or dividing with each other, the power will be shifted individually on them. So a raised to power m multiplied by b raised to power m will be there. So likewise the rule is applied here. So look now, power is same, so a divided by b and power will be written once on the bracket. The vice versa is there, the reverse is also applicable. So power is there, which is actually the power of some fraction which is given inside the bracket. So power will be shifted to numerator and denominator as well. So a raised to power m divided by b raised to power m. The next rule is whatever the value is, if the power is 0, the answer will be 1. The next rule is if a value is going from numerator to denominator or from denominator to numerator, the power sign will be changed. So if the value given is a raised to power minus n, so when it will go to the denominator, the power sign will be changed, so it will become plus n. The vice versa is here. So if the value go from denominator to numerator, so look now, from denominator to numerator, the power sign will be changed. The next rule is if there is a power which is given in 1 over form, so 1 over n, so that will become the nth root of the value. So 1 by n is nth root of a. Likewise, look now, a raised to power m over n is given, so a raised to power m will be written as it is, and this is 1 over n, so this will become the nth root. So 1 over n actually becomes the nth root. So these are the rules which you have to understand and remember first before doing the questions. So look now, I have put 3 questions here. The first question is from the first rule, bases are same, powers will be added. So look now, bases are same, powers will be added when these are multiplying with each other. So look now, we will write the base once and powers will be added. So 9 plus 3. So next step will be 8 raised to power 9 plus 3, 12. So the rule has been applied. If bases are same and multiplying with each other, so base will be written once and powers will be added. So this is the answer. So the next rule is if bases are same and dividing with each other, the powers will be subtracted. So look now, the bases are same and dividing with each other, the parts will be subtracted. So the base will be written once and parts will be subtracted. So 9 minus 3. So 8 raised to the power 6 is the answer. The next rule is, if there is something given in the bracket and if there is a power on the top of the bracket, these two values will be multiplied. So a raised to power mn will be the answer. So look now, 8 raised to power 9 is given inside the bracket and on the top of the bracket 3 is given. So these two values will be multiplied with each other. So 8 raised to power 27 will be the answer. Likewise, the next rule is, if bases are different but power is same, if the values are multiplying with each other, so values will be multiplied inside the bracket and power will be written once on the top of the bracket. So look now, bases are same, powers are same, bases are different, and values are multiplying with each other. So it means it will become 2 multiplied by 5 raised to the power a. Likewise, here you can see values are dividing with each other. Values are different, power is same. So 2 over 5 will be written and power will be written on the bracket. The next rule is value is whatever. If the power is 0, answer will be 1. So look now, the question can be, if there is 100 raised to power 0, answer is 1. If there is 1000 raised to the power 0, answer is 1. For example, if x raised to the power 0, answer is 1. So these are some examples. Whatever the value is, if power is 0, answer will be 1. The next rule is, if the value go from numerator to denominator or from denominator to numerator, the power sign will be changed. So the example is here. If there is 2 raised to power x, if it go from numerator to denominator, the power sign will be changed. That is 1 over 2 raised to power minus x. Likewise, if it is given that 5 raised to power minus c, so if it go from numerator to denominator, the power sign will be changed. So the next rule is, if nth root is given, so look now, if it is given that x raised to the power 1 by 2, so 1 by 2 is given. So 1 by 2, you know, is a value of the square root. So this will be the answer because this root has actually the value 1 by 2. Likewise, if x raised to the power 1 by 3 is given, so that will be equal to cube root of x. Likewise, if x raised to power 1 by 4 is given, so it will become 4th root of x. Okay, the next rule is, for example, if it is given x raised to the power 5 by 4, so actually this can be written as x raised to the power 5 multiplied by 1 by 4. So this is the alternate form of writing this value into this. So x raised to the power 5 will be written as it is, and this 1 by 4 is actually making the 4th root. So this is the answer. The next topic in indices and standard form is the standard form. The concept of the standard form are, standard form is actually a multiplied by 10 raised to power n, where a should be greater than or equal to 1 and lesser than 10. So this is the condition for a. And n is any integer. So integer, you know, 0, plus minus 1, plus minus 2, and up to so on. So n is any integer and a should follow this condition. A should lie in this limit. So here are two questions. The requirement is convert these into standard forms. So look now, this is the value. So actually we are going to convert this value into this form and a should be in this limit. So right now the point is here. So listen and remember, if point go to the left hand side, the power will be equal to the number of the places point will move to the left. So look now, point will move from here 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 places. So it will become 9.12400 because it has moved 5 places to the left. So that's why 10 raised to the power plus 5. So if point moves to the left, power will be equal to the number of the places the point moved to the left. So if you look at this now, here is a, that is actually in this limit, and 10 raised to power n is any integer. Okay, if point move towards right, the reverse of the thing will be applied. So this is plus power, then minus power will be there. So if point moves towards the right, the n will be equal to the number of the places the point moved towards right, but in minus form. So look now, a point will move from 1, 2, 3 and 4 places. So 7.5, and because point have moved towards right 4 places, that's why 10 raised to power minus 4 will be put. So look now, here are 4 questions now, and the statement is solve this question and give your answer in standard form. Out of these 4 questions, you can see one is of plus, second is of minus, third is of multiplication, and the fourth one is of division. So actually, I have divided these questions into 2 categories. So look now, plus minus is one category and division and multiplication is the second category. So plus minus question will be solved with the same rule, and division and multiplications questions will be solved with the other rules. So these are actually 2 different categories. So we are solving the first question now. So 2.8 into 10 raised to power 4 plus 3.2 into 10 raised to power 5. So look now. Okay, I'll write the other question also, that is of minus. So 6.257 multiplied by 10 raised to power 6 minus 4.05 into 10 raised to power 5. So I have write these 2 questions at the same time because these will be solved by the same method. So look now, the method is you will take common, that is 10 raised to power something. So the maximum thing that can be taken common from this thing and this thing in terms of 10 raised to power. So the thing will be common 10 raised to power 4. So after taking common, 2.8 will be left in this bracket, plus is still there, and 3.2 and 110, that is 10 raised to power 1 will be left here. So after this 10 raised to power 4 will be written as it is. This 2.8 is still there, plus this 10 is there. So now I'm going to tell you another rule. If there are zeros with 1, so point will move towards right equal to the number of the zeros with the 1. So there is actually 1 0 with 1. So point will move 1 place towards right. So it means 32 will be the answer of this one. Okay, after this you can see 32 plus 2.8 will be equal to 34.8, and this 10 raised to power 4 is still there. Okay, this is the answer, but the requirement is give your answer in this standard form. So we have to come in this limit. So look now, point will come towards left and there will be 1 added because point is coming 1 place towards left. So 3.48. So 1 will be added in the part that is already given. So 10 raised to power 4 is already given. So 10 raised to power 5 will be there because power will be positive. Okay, here is minus question. So the same rules will be applied. You will take common in terms of 10 raised to power 5, 10 raised to power something. So 10 raised to power 5 is the common in these two values. After taking common, 6.257 and 10 raised to power 1 will be left here. Minus sign is still there and 4.05 is left because 10 raised to power 5 has been taken as the common. At this stage, you can see now 10 raised to power 5 will be written as it is. Here are some zeros with 1. 1 0 is with 1. So point will move towards right one place. So 62.57 minus 4.05 is still there. Okay, now subtract this value from this. So look now, 62.57 minus 4.05. Point will be written beneath the point. So now subtract. 7 minus 5 will be 2. 5 minus 0 will be 5. This 2 will take carry from 6. It will be 12. 12 minus 4 will be 8. And here will 5 left. So 58.52 is the answer of the bracket. So 58.52. And this 10 raised to power 5 is still there. But answer is there, but we have to come in this limit to convert it into standard form. So point will move towards left one place. So it will become 5.852 because it has moved one place towards left. So 1 will be added to the power. So 10 raised to power 6 is the answer. Now we are going to solve the multiplication question. So look now, 3.7 into 10 raised to power 5. Multiplied by 1.5 into 10 raised to power minus 3. So this is the question to solve. This kind of question in which multiplication is given. So look now, bases are same, parts will be added. So 3.7 multiplied by 1.5 is still there, and this will become 10 raised to power 5 minus 3. Okay, the next step will be, this will be written as it is, and the powers will become 10 raised to power 2. Okay, at this step, multiply these two values. So look now, 3.7 into 1.5. So ignore point for a while and multiply the values. 5 7s are 35, 3's carry, 5 3s are 15 and 3 18. Cross will be written beneath the 5, and 1 7s are 7 and 1 3s are 3. So now add these values, 5, 8 plus 7, 15, 1, 1 plus 3, 4 and 5. So, okay, at this place, you will count the values which are given on the right hand side of the point. So there are 1 and 2 values given on the right side of the point. So you will move 2 places from right to left. So point will be put here. Listen again. At this stage, you will count the values which are given on the right side of the point. So 1 and 2 values given. So from right to left, you will move 2 places. So 5.55 is the answer. So 5.55, and this 10 raised to power 2 is still there. So at this stage, you can see this has come automatically into this range. So this is the answer. Okay, the second question is 8.4 into 10 raised to power 5. Divided by 2.1 into 10 raised to power 4. So this is the question. Almost the same steps will be solved for multiplication and division. So look now, division. So we will write this value as it is. And because of division, this value will come in the denominator. So 2.1 multiplied by 10 raised to power 4. At this stage, you can see bases are same. So parts will be subtracted because they are dividing with each other. So 8.4 over 2.1. So look now, a point will be cancelled. 1 will be written. After point, 1 value is there. And point will be removed from here. 1 will be written in the numerator, and there is one value after point, so 10 will be put here. So at this stage cancellation will be there, so 21 4s are 84, so 4 is there, then bases are same and they are dividing with each other, so that's why upper par minus lower par, and this 10 will be cancelled. So now solving it, 4 multiplied by 10 raised to power 1. So this is the answer, and which has again automatically come in the limit. So this is the answer.